Hey there, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and see what Suge Knight got to talk about because it seems like he's got some words. Of course, what did we not expect Suge to have something to say with all this Puffy, Cassie, and everything else going on as far as Bad Boy is concerned? Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Oops, Suge Knight speaks on Diddy, says Cassie was paid to settle so he wouldn't go to jail. Puffy beat the ish out that biatch. Well, what else did we expect Suge to say? Neighborhood talk caption reads, Child, the world is having a field day on Puffy head. Puffy knew what it was. I honestly still don't understand how he allowed this to get this far. He knew people would be out here talking about him, discussing it, people coming forward and all those types of things. He's smarter than this. But at the end of the day, it looked like he ain't as smart as we might have thought that he was. Let's go ahead and see what Suge Knight got to say, child. Then we're going to look at some comments.
You did or Puffy you do. It's not a surprise. Everybody know what it is.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of beating and sexually assaulting his ex-girlfriend and singer, Cassie.
I mean, you got to be able to do that type of to a woman and other women, but it's not new. It's not like it's new news. Shit. Same time he beat the shit out of motherfucking, what's the little girl name? Cassie or whatever. He had an assistant by the name of Capricorn. He felt Capricorn. Cap was keeping this shit on the low about if she was messing with Cuddy or not. Puffy beat the shit out that bitch. Not only did he beat the shit out of her, it was an Interscope person, the Interscope check that paid her to settle or he wouldn't go to jail.
You've heard of the golden rule, haven't you? Whoever has the gold makes the rules.
So why would you share all this wonderful treasure with me?
Well, that wasn't as much as I thought it was. So you know that's AI as far as Suge is concerned. Pretty sure he's not sitting there in that clean of a jail being able to make this conversation. From what I understand, he is on YouTube, of course, working with somebody's podcast. I forget what it was. Anyway, Breakbeat Media, because that's what's noted in the caption. Okay. Anyway, now listen, we got to take Suge's thought process with a grain of salt. Again, he's got a lot invested in bringing down Puffy himself. Not because he's going to gain anything, but because they don't like each other. We already know this, right? If you wasn't here back in the 90s, shout out to the 90s. Bad Boy and what is it? Whatever Suge Knight was called, child. I don't even remember. Death Row. Death Row was going back and forth. The infamous Source Awards. They was all wilding out, honestly. They was all wilding out. I don't even understand how anybody went to anything that had to do with Death Row and or Bad Boys at the daggone time. They was sending subliminals, is that what it's called, to one another. Suge was just straight up with everything, all right? But it was not a good time for hip hop, rap, and all that type stuff. Now, getting to Puffy, I'm pretty sure that the people in the industry knew what was going on. The all damn audacity right now, which I'll say even if nobody else does, allegedly, Suge was not that nice to women his damn self. Hello? Like, what are we talking about right now? We're going to sit up here and act like he was a pillar of the community, the pillar of the community when it comes to women. Shout out to Miss Chalet. That's the only woman that I know out of his women, right? She had plenty of things to say if you ever looked at her story. And Suge was right there to do the same thing, just like Dr. Dre. All right, I ain't going to say it, but y'all know, those that know. And if they did it to one, then odds are they did it to others. But that was known for the rest of us. Like, that was known to the rest of us because Dre did something to some reporter lady. Can't remember her name. And his first baby mom, if I'm not mistaken. Allegedly. Okay? And if we know the little amounts that we know, imagine what they know because they're all in the same business. They know each other. It's the same difference as us down here knowing what's going on with your own people in your own groups. Y'all know what it is. You know what's going on. You hear the scuttlebutt. You don't understand it, but you be talking about it. Same old, okay? So it probably isn't a surprise to many of them. But again, we got to take what Suge says with a grain of salt. But let me go ahead and read some of these comments. The first one says, I think something big is coming. This is a distraction. Why all of a sudden all these celebrities are being exposed back to back, all these accusations, but yet no one can investigate and provide the Epstein list. I think that's a great point. Not the Epstein list or that list of people that were involved in that brothel in Massachusetts and Virginia. I'm not going to let that go. Still waiting to see what high profile people and politicians was participating in. I want to know what money they was using, which should be the concern of most people, especially those people in those states. Somebody says Suge Knight has a podcast in jail. Exactly. It says, yo, America is on a different level. But that is AI for sure. I have no doubt about that. Coming from a man who's sitting in prison for red rum. True. Well, he is an expert on beating women. Wow. This is the comments, y'all. These the comments. He beat Michelle so bad she had to get a nose job. He has some nerve. Well, okay. Well, at least they don't forget, child, because I know I didn't forget, and I'm not hell as involved as a lot of these other people were. Oh my God, Diddy is who we thought Suge Knight was. Oh, trust me, Suge Knight is still who we think he is. The caption of the video is wrong. He's saying Diddy also beat his former assistant Capricorn for hiding the fact that Cassie was messing with Cuddy. He's saying someone from Interscope, the label Diddy was on at the time, paid her off so she wouldn't file charges. Well, that's what it made it. That sounds like he did beat the Capricorn woman, allegedly. That's what I heard Suge just say, meaning Puffy did that. But they paid her off so that she wouldn't talk. Pretty sure she wasn't going to talk. I'm not condoning that, not none of this. All these things, though, are the reasons why I'm like, who would want to get involved with the music industry, specifically hip hop? Do jazz people have this issue? I'm just asking for a friend. Somebody says this comment section got to be full of 90s babies. Why do y'all keep getting Suge mixed up with Dr. Dre? Child, how do you get them mixed up? Even though Dre got his issues too, okay? Cassie lit the match. It's over for Mr. Freakoff. I don't know who that is. Oh, Freakoff. Okay, Diddy. FOs. Shout out to FOs. Diddy is who we thought Suge was. Suge, laugh out loud. You did too. Okay, so people don't forget. Suge speak on everybody else's guilt except for his. That is a great point. Exactly. But, we're going to run with it. That's an AI-generated Suge. We know. Y'all posting like it's real. Y'all really can't tell the difference between AI and a real person. Yeah, we can tell. I could tell. You can tell by the way that the head is moving and the fact that he's all clean cut. And this just looks like it's not real. Like, come on now. Anybody with sense can see it. Suge crazy tail self just trying to take everybody else down with him for doing the same ish he did. And I have no doubt about that. But anyway, Suge came out, had something to say. Everybody talking about it. So we had to go ahead and bring it out. I'm going to go ahead and check out this podcast, see what the hell it is they got to say. Y'all let me know what you think. What do you believe? Do we even care what Suge has to say at the end of the day? Do you believe this story about the girl Capricorn? Because I have no doubt, if this is true, that we can expect to hear from Capricorn next, if that person is still around anyway. But maybe she want to stay out of it also, child. This is half damn crazy. Why would anyone want to get involved with this? Y'all, that's it. That's all. Make sure you go ahead and comment, like the video, subscribe if you are new. I will see you all in the next one.
We do not care.